All right, hello everybody. Welcome back. Here with the full version of MineMogul this time. I have to start over. My save will not transfer here, which is probably a good thing because my demo save was a nightmare. If you didn't see it, it's up on YouTube now. It's complete and total chaos from start to finish. Oh, let's see. I had to set an FPS limit externally. This thing doesn't work apparently. But I got that working, so that's what took me a little bit to get started. All right, everything else should be good, so let's just get right into this. I played the whole demo minus letting that last quest fully finish, just because it would take forever to get all of the gems for it. All right, what should we call this one? Hmm. Let's call it, what do you think? I don't know. Yeah, I call my Craftopia world Chaosville. Spaghetti nightmares. That works. Let's do this. All right. Let me down. Hurry up. Yeah. Probably only gonna go for like 2 hours today. I got some stuff I gotta do later, so that's probably all I'm gonna have time for. Let's see. We can go ahead and grab this right on out of here and dump it in the box. And apparently you can dump this in the box as well because it's just useless. So in it goes. It's free 47 bucks. It's like, why not at that point? So I see a new machine here. Huh. I wonder what that does. That wasn't there in the demo, so... Hey, purchase ore magnet. Let's see, one ore magnet. And then, yeah, I did already set up the hotbar scrolling to be correct, since, you know, it was wrong before. I'm gonna try to do this in a little bit more sensible way this time, and not, like, complete and total insanity from the start. So, hopefully it goes a little better this time. Alright, we're up to 12 and 6. Alright. This might be pretty close to finishing it. Probably not enough coal. Yep. I just need a little bit more here. Let's see, that's regular stone. This should do it right here. Get in there. Alright, one auto miner. Here we go. Let's pop it on the one that gives both for the moment. This will work. So I'd like to get both resources going. And I will go ahead and mine up all these little small bits around the area and get them put in here, just so they're out of my way. Can I get up here yet? Should be able to. Yep. From what somebody was telling me on my during the end of my demo stream, there's a lot more areas in the full version. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm also curious as to this little elevator system here, as to what its purpose is. It seems to come out into this. I don't know if this is just decorative or if that actually has a purpose yet. I'm hoping it has a purpose of some sort. This is copper. I'm going to hold off on mining that. I see the copper actually has like a green tint to it now. So it's easier to tell the difference between copper and iron than it was in the demo. Not that copper existed, because it didn't. It was just replaced with iron. So... And I think I missed another one up here. I'm looking at that, right? Yes, I did, right here. Okay. And in you go. Alright, let's grab this giant clump and throw it in. All that in there. So I'm just trying to mine everything in this little room here, at the very least, that matters. We can just hold it here. There we go. And then the very next auto miner I can afford is going to go straight on a one for pure coal. So, because that mixed node gets less coal than iron, and there's a lot more small iron deposits here than coal, so if I don't do that, it's going to be a lot harder to finish it. Just let this eat some of that. There we go. There's another one up here. I'm going to try and get to. Should be able to. Yeah. Let's just get all of the coal. I can't afford another auto miner, so next purchase is going to be that as soon as I get back with all this junk right here. This is all gold. I don't care about that. That's also all gold. I will take this coal and this iron over, though. I don't care if I overdo the iron. That's perfectly fine. Alright, yeah, like, I don't recall that whole area being there, so... It looks like they have definitely added a lot more. Overall. Well, you can see there's all this right here, which was there in the demo. There is another diamond in here. I want to pick that out. Let's see, I saw it. Where is it? Yep, right there. I want to pick that out, set it up there. Let's let this eat up some of this. So I did learn that trick from watching a video of somebody else playing the demo after I got done with it. So let's get another auto miner going first thing. I want a node that's pure coal here. That's iron. This one's pure coal. There we go. And this piece right here. Because I learned if you let go of it, it will just hold on to it. And if you hold it down, it keeps picking up more until you let go. I do want to change this to anything not in a filter basket. I don't know why that's not the default, honestly. And then, yeah, the more I right-click it, it just adds to my current pile, basically. Is how it works. I see some coal over there that I missed right here. Okay, let's purchase that ore crusher here, as well as some conveyors. Alright, they want 400 crushed iron and 31 coal, so... I'm gonna need to do one more pickup of, ore, just so I have enough to get a couple of vertical conveyors. Should be enough once I do that. I should have just bought sloped conveyors right from the start. I don't know why I didn't. We're just going to do this in the most simple way possible, just straight out of this and straight into this, like no questions asked, and then we're just going to move it as close as possible to the thing over here. Don't quite have enough to be able to get it all the way there just yet, but that'll at least start doing its job. And then we'll finish off the rest of the coal with that. And I'm thinking it's going to be wiser to just do separate, like, grinder systems for each area. And, like, each type of ore, rather than trying to combine them all into one giant disaster like I was doing. Like, that was not ending well in the demo. So... Alright, let's get some corner conveyors. And a little bit more straight conveyor. Alright, almost get it there. Not quite. I just need a little bit more cash and then we're good. And this should finish our coal off. I'll pick up anything that's down here while I'm at it. Okay, now they want diamonds and emeralds, so we can go ahead and toss our one diamond in. I do need to get a sorting machine hooked up to this system so I don't accidentally crush any diamonds that come through. But I need to be able to afford that first. Let's see, sorter conveyor along with a little bit more straight conveyor. Alright. So let's go ahead and turn you off. And we're going to just let the diamonds and stuff come out this side. And then anything else we'll just dump off that end. And I can go mine that diamond that was down over here, I believe it was. That way we have one to filter on right here. Okay, that's apparently not a vein. And I figure I may as well get all of this while I'm here. So. Yeah, there's another gold bar and stuff in there. I might as well grab that too. It's like every little bit helps. Okay, here we go. Give me that, all of that, those diamonds. That's all gold for the most part, so I'll leave that. So I don't need gold just yet. This is a lot bigger area than the demo. Like, there's a lot more here. They weren't kidding about it. It's a lot bigger map. It sure is. Let me find my way back. Hi. Yeah. You haven't missed much, so... Just really getting into basic automation. So I have to start over in the demo, or from the demo. You can't use your old map for it, so... Bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try and do it a lot cleaner this time instead of the complete disaster I had the last time. Alright. Yeah, catch me if I'm still on. I tried to force myself to not fall asleep after breakfast, but I still ended up falling asleep after breakfast. So... so this is gonna need to go to the sorting machine after this. Since we're done with the crushed coal, there's no point in me not just letting this go and crush. Just for the extra cash flow. A little bit of a pain to get it up there, but... Yeah, I did look over the messages from the CC data collection thing. It's looking pretty good. I do like that idea, like being able to see like where you died at and which rooms you took the most damage in and dungeons and stuff. That's pretty nice. I do gotta remember I have an emerald over there to filter on. I probably should have kept that other diamond, honestly. But too late now. So... Alright, let's get a bunch of conveyor, because that's really all I care about right now. Advanced questing. What is this? Research. This is new. Just research tickets. Okay, so this is how you get, like, really crazy. Experimental dev test items, resource scanners, packagers, chests. Oh, chests are gonna be super nice. So you have to unlock things like rolling conveyors and hoppers and all that. Interesting. It's you can choose what you unlock with these research tickets. Ah. Scavenger hunt. Interesting. And there's rapid auto miners apparently. All right. Let's see. Gem collectors in progress. Okay. So it looks like we have a little more freedom with what we want to unlock and stuff. I forgot to turn this miner back on. Whoops. So let's go ahead and do this scavenger hunt. I may as well. There's... Alright, good night. Yeah, if I'm not on later, I'll be on tomorrow for sure. So. And we need to actually put the crusher back in. I'm like, why isn't anything crushed? That's why. It would help if I hooked the machine back up. Let's see, I know where some copper is, unless they've moved it in the demo, compared to this. It should be in that room past the dynamite right here. That's a pretty darn good dynamite sound effect, not gonna lie. Pretty accurate. As somebody who used to watch Mythbusters all the time. Heard a lot of explosions. And this one should be the one that will get copper. Because they said in the demo that they don't get copper in the demo because it didn't exist. So next quest I get for copper, I can just come over here and slap a miner down. Is there anything on top? Oh yeah, there is. There's a free diamond up there. I will take every single free diamond I get, because if there's a quest like what was at the end of the demo, I'm going to need a lot. Which I assume there's quests that are going to need a lot more than what the demo wanted. This is another area right there that didn't exist, and even more diamond. Sure. Let's take this giant ball of stuff. Let's get as much as I can here. I do need some gold ore, so might as well take that. Let's see, control is crouch in this game. I do need to make sure I can get everything back through there. I should just be able to throw it like that. And whoa, that gold went flying. Oh my. Oh, hey, look at this. I will gladly take that. This is probably more gold locations from the looks of things. And by the time I get back to the main area, there should be a lot more other stuff. I think that was a broken drill bit right there, in fact. And yeah, it even shows 1 of 1, so. Nice. I don't know that I'm going to break that right this second. Just so I know what areas I've been to and what areas I haven't been to yet. go through and pick up all the rest of the junk that I left behind. Yeah, I guess that's another shaft I can use. So I was like, I hope there's multiple turn-in points and stuff. Because otherwise this would be an unmanageable mess. It does look like there may be multiple turn-in points. We'll have to see. Is it down this way? Hopefully there's a map, too. Have to double check. I do not recognize this, and that's a big hole right there. Oh, there's a hole to the surface right there. Interesting. Yeah, like, I do not recognize any of this. Where am I? Here we go. No. Yeah, I genuinely do not know where I am right now. Hmm. No, where am I? Jeez. Okay, here we go. This is it. That is one heck of a blob there. Not gonna lie. Let's throw it all right here, because I need to pick various bits and bobs out of it. Let's see. Can save these for when I get the polishing machine. Let's deposit that drill bit. Mainly going after the gems and enough gold to satisfy the golden requirement. Then the rest of it I'll probably just run through the crusher. Store that off to the side. I should have a lot of diamonds in here. So I am going to save those until they're needed. Yeah, there's a heck of a lot of diamonds. Wow. Yeah, look at all these. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be filthy rich once those are polished. Alright, in it goes. We're just gonna have to sit here and hold it and wait on this to eat enough of this stuff. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, $1,000 already? Yeah, look at that. Holy. This may or may not be a disaster. Yeah, a lot of it's probably gonna fly off, but I'll just pick it back up as it does. Oh yeah, look at all the goods. This is gonna make so much money right here. Like, this is just gonna make a ridiculous amount of cash. Really, really easily. Yeah, I just need to get through the backlog, and then we should be good to go there. I will definitely need to get a crusher on that coal, like ASAP. Oh my. Yeah, look at it go. Nice. That's all of it, I think. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a silly amount of money right here. Oh yeah, look at it, just keeps going up. Oh yes. Very, very nice. Alright. So let's go to our research menu. Coal crusher, 1200 crushed coal. Sure. I wish I would have checked that first. Let's just chuck that in there, that's fine. We're gonna save these until I get a polishing machine. I do need one emerald, which I could do. But I would like to save this emerald, though, for use in the filter on this thing. Which I think I will save it. Alright, so let's get a bit of conveyor so this stuff automatically goes into the box now. Wait, I don't have to keep picking it up and waiting. Nice. Okay, let's get some more sloped conveyors. I need to make more use of these conveyor ledges too. We're gonna need a couple of sorters. Like 40 of those. Let's see. Sorter basket lid. Oh, that's gonna be very nice. It's funny how they had the convenience item as a separate purchase from the sorter basket. They're like, hey, if you want to stop accidentally throwing all your iron and coal into your sorters, give us an extra 60. All right. Let's see. What else do we want here? I don't need an ore analyzer at the moment. I will take a crusher, though. Alright, that should be everything I need. So let's get a crusher going here. Alright. We actually need to do this as a sorter basket. Like that. That way we can sort out any emeralds. I'll also need to grab a diamond to add it to the sort order. There we go. Let's grab my stash of diamonds over here. I should probably put these in a chest if it lets me. I do in fact have one. Let's just go here. Yeah, and then I should just be able to pick all of this up and throw it in there. Except I held the button down too long like a goofball. Got more than I bargained for. Get out of here. There, that's all safe now. Very nice. No diamonds out of that, just a ton of crushed coal. I should get a T-junction conveyor just so I can plug into that other line. Before I forget here, they are locked. Well, crud buckets. Alright. Well, we'll do the conveyor ledge. Then, next best thing to a T-junction. Something I didn't use in the demo that I probably should have used that would have simplified things, because then I can just go like this. And it's almost like side-loading a belt in Factorio. So. And then I figure we'll take this stuff like straight out. Probably this way. Not like that, we're not, though. Yeah, just like this. I need another corner conveyor. Forgot to buy more. Give me a bunch of those. I use a lot of corner conveyors. Alright. And then we can just do that, and it will just side load the belt. It's a lot easier process than what I was doing in the demo with having to remaneuver belts around to put T-junctions in. I said I should have been using those from the start. I don't know why I didn't. I guess I wanted to do it the hard way. Yeah, because you can see now it just loads it right on the conveyor and in it all goes. Alright. Really want to get an emerald, but yeah. What can we unlock right now? And there are no other ones. Okay. Oh my. This one's every single thing. Oh wow. 1,000 emeralds, 1,000 diamonds. Apparently there's rubies too? Ah. Conveyor blocker, basic rolling conveyors, a hopper. That looks pretty good for like massive like input into something. Like just have this thing go into a massive like conveyor right into say like a crusher or something. I could see that being useful for combining a lot more than just one line. Here's the shaker table. Input coal for a chance of finding diamonds and rubies. Sure. I like that idea. How much is the shaker table? Machines, $3,500. All right. And then I assume you just put uncrushed coal into that, and out comes the goods. So let's go ahead and just make some cash here. I should check and see if there is a map or not. Yeah, this is very much not Minecraft. Think Satisfactory or like Factorio, but in a mine shaft rather than on the surface. And it's also physics-based like Hydroneer is. So it's kind of a cross between Satisfactory and Hydroneer, I would say. Pretty good game. And yeah, nice seeing you again, too. You haven't been around in a little bit. Let's see. What can I get that can make some cash here? I just want cold, hard cash. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I remember the college days. Finals are, in fact, crazy. It's a lot of work. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I haven't been streaming as much either. Been busy with a lot of stuff lately. And the stomach issues that I've been having have gotten a little worse. So I've had days where I just haven't felt like streaming, which is a bit of a bummer. Let's just do this for some straight up cash. So I would like to get a another auto miner running just to increase production. Let's just put it all on this. Oh. Some of that might get stuck. One or two might fall down, we'll see. No, it looks like it's just all gonna work. Alright. Perfect. And I'm hoping another emerald shows up soon, so until I get a shaker table and find other ways to get emeralds and stuff, it's gonna be slow going with those things. Yeah, they kind of hit me out of nowhere, too. Like, I'll just get days where it will just suddenly hit me, you know what I mean? More iron. Sounds good to me. So let's just put in this. So, and then we're gonna get another crusher. Like, yeah, I could route it to the other crushers like I was doing, but I feel like this is going to be a better option. And then the next purchase is going to be the blast furnace, because that will really increase our cash flow. Let's see. Actually, I can just funnel them right into that crusher. So, yeah, there we go. Alright, this gives diamonds and emeralds, so let's get a diamond from the box here. So I've been keeping the excess diamonds in here. That way I know where they're at. So I need to come up here and add it to the filter. There. I'll still have to catch some emeralds somewhere, but at least the diamonds will just get spat out the side and instead of being destroyed. And then, like, yeah, right here with the sort, we'll have another sorter here that takes all the crushed coal and throws it in. And then we'll send all of the iron to the blast furnace. So let's go ahead and purchase that. And I will, in fact, need another sorting machine. That should not be a huge problem, though. Sorter conveyors are pretty cheap. And trust me, within a couple hours, probably by next stream, money is not going to be a problem anymore. Like, money is so easy to get in this game later on, just from how the demo went, that it's not even going to be an issue at all. So, so let's take our small crushed coal there. It's all going to start spewing out the side right here. I'm going to put in a big crushed coal just in case. So now if we take this, go up like this, drop that into the blast furnace, and then just route the goods straight out into the bin. So now we should start getting iron ingots. They're going to be dirty iron ingots, but they're better than no iron ingots. So... and it should start spitting it out. There we go. Very nice. So now let's take this. And just go up there. I just need to do a quick check to make sure I'm not leaving too much on the ground. There's too many physics objects laying on the ground is definitely going to cause a problem. So it's like you really, really don't want that. Gold is also going to cause a problem here, so I am going to have to filter this. So for now, we will filter gold. Actually, we're not going to have to filter it. It's just going to go down the coal line, so. We will need to set up gold ingots, though. I can't shy away from that for too long. Still can't afford an auto miner. That's what I want, is another auto miner. Hammer will be very nice. Lantern we don't need. We literally have a lantern. You can buy pickaxes. If for some reason you throw your pickaxe and forget where you put it. And let's put that over here. Just like that. Then, yeah, regular conveyor corners, those, and then those machines. Alright, we're just waiting on the cash to come in now. More so than anything else. Because, like, I'll need a separate blast furnace for, say, the copper and stuff like that. And yeah, I should probably get gold on the next one. So we'll probably set an auto miner up over here in this area. Is that a chest? No, it's just an ore sled. Okay. I was hoping that was another chest. So those would be very nice right about now. Yeah, that's the way out to the main factory. Okay. I still need to get a music playlist for this game because it doesn't have music yet. I'll have to go on Doba Syndrome or something later and pull some down. That's usually where I get it from. So hopefully by next stream of this, I'll have a sort of a music playlist set up for it. That way we don't have to listen to silence the entire time. Apparently there were some diamonds I left there. Whoops. I gotta stop leaving too many resources behind. I need to start grabbing them and just taking them with me as I go. Now stuff can fall through the floor on occasion, so you do gotta be careful. In fact, here's a chest. Yeah, there's another drill bit right there. These seem to be not all that rare, actually. Which is good to see. I mean, there's obviously going to be a finite amount of them, depending on the size of the map, but... you can also get them by other means, apparently, so... what is here should be enough to last to do some of the basic quests. Give me that. There we go. Alright, let's plop this up and run it on back here. Yeah, you can see there's more areas. I'm gonna open these up once I need to. So, rather than opening all of them right from the start like I did in the demo. But there was only really one, minus a lot of areas that were just blocked off by ore deposits. The map in the full version here is way, way bigger than the demo from the looks of it already. Just... and grab that one I missed there. So let's take all of this, lay it out on the floor, and grab the goods. We do need an emerald in the sorter up here, so let's go ahead and do that. Does this one get emerald? No. That's already a processed bar, so I'm going to stick that in there. I need to get a polishing table badly. That way I can make better use of all these gems. That's why I'm holding off on them, is so I can polish them, because they'll be worth a lot more once I do. And gems are pretty rare. Most of the nodes are like less than 1%. So... I don't see any more there, so... that is good. Can I buy another blast furnace? I was gonna hold off on those. Let's see. Yeah, I can buy a blast furnace and an auto miner and another crusher. Let's do that. I need some more sloped conveyors. Alright. This other chest can just go right over, like, say, here. That's fine. Yeah. Alright, so we need to separate the iron here. I wish there was a way I could filter this to filter specific ores, but I don't know of a way to do that. Otherwise I would. Let's see. We can go like that, and that way I can throw all of the gold in there. And that will make the gold at least more valuable. I don't care about these little bits of coal. That's fine. I just want to get as much use of my limited, at the moment, supply of gold. Until I get the other miners set up. And I have to separate this because if I contaminate it in the blast furnace, it will just produce icky slag ingots instead of gold ingots. And slag is not worth much, so... Like, you gotta be absolutely certain that you're not contaminating anything. Alright, I don't think we are now. Alright, so we can take our blaster. Once I get one. I apparently forgot to buy one. Unless it's in my inventory. Oh, it's in my inventory. That always gets me every single time. You know what? Let's just place it here. We'll just do it manually for now. As long as I get most of it, I'm happy. That looks like it's most of what I had. Yeah, this will spit out these. Those will make a decent amount of cash right from the start. 'Cause I can't quite afford the polishing yet, so... Then we need to get a miner up on gold here. I'm giving copper. You know what? I'm going to do it on copper first, since it wants copper for that quest. Let's do that. The only bummer is it's way, way, way back here in this room. Like, iron, copper. Here we go. Huh. Oh, that way we can just go like this and this. And then that will just go straight on in. That's all iron. I don't care about that. There's another drill bit right here. Alright, that should start sorting out our copper situation. Then we'll just come by here every now and then and grab some copper bars. Getting it all the way back to the main area isn't really feasible right now. It costs a ridiculous amount of conveyor. So... Oh, we got another emerald right there. Very nice. Oh, let's just chuck that on in there. Very good. Polishing machine is like 2K, somewhere around there. Yeah, 2K. So we'll probably save up for 2K to get our polisher machine. So that will make things like these ingots and stuff a lot more valuable once I do. And then after that, we'll get more auto miners going and I'll start mass production. Like, here's some more copper I can go throw in the copper machine. I probably should have put the node here. Yeah. Though I'm not sure what exactly this goes, if it's all copper or if there's gems in it. So there are gems in that other node that I need to worry about too. It's just right now, it's not a massive priority. Yeah, there looks like there's more goodies right there, too. Actually. Oh, by the time I get back, I should have enough money for the polishing table. Which will be a nice, hefty increase to profits. Let's take our copper bars back. Let's grab this last ingot. And then we'll drop these in because they want regular copper ingots. I wonder if you can polish them. So I know some things in the demo you could get away with, like polishing or crushing them and stuff. I guess I could try it. I mean, what's the worst that hurts? I have to wait on the copper machine. Let's try it. Polishing 2K. That should, in theory, work. I don't think it'll be a problem. No, it is not a problem. There we go. Yeah, because you can see we're massively overachieving on iron ingots there. By quite a lot, in fact. Alright, most of those should polish, in theory. It doesn't look like the polisher does anything to the copper, so there might be another machine I have to use. Okay. Let's grab another auto miner. Sure. I want to see if this one is more copper. Coal and a little bit of copper. Sure. And then we'll get some more sorting and conveyors and stuff like that here. Sorter, slopes. Yep. Then I can't quite afford another crusher yet, which is a bit of a bummer. It'll be fine, though. It's not a giant concern or anything. I just like to be able to filter the diamonds out. It doesn't care about crushed coal at the moment, so neither will I. And I accidentally threw that drill bit in there. That was a mistake. I should have kept it. I forgot to pull it out. As if you heard there, something else got destroyed. So these now will be worth a whole heck of a lot more money going through the polishing machine. Boom. Yep. 1 and 1. Alright. I think the easiest way is just going to be take the chest. And yeah, so much on the physics base that you actually have to manually open and close your chests. The only reason that one didn't have a lid is I think I glitched it by putting it under the table right there. That should be a nice hefty chunk of change. Oh yeah, $2,400. There you go. Nice. Alright. Let's get a crusher, a blast furnace, more auto miners, more crushers. How many conveyors do I have? I need more sloped conveyors than anything. Yeah, I'm still breaking something if you hear the glass breaking in the background. I don't know what I'm breaking, though. Because we're filtering diamonds and emeralds there. This is, in fact, filtering diamonds. Yeah. I have no idea what we're breaking, honestly. Oh, wait. I know what we're breaking. Crushed iron going into a crusher is what we're breaking. Okay. Yeah, because you see 3.8% crushed iron. And I really don't care if we're losing that little bit of efficiency on that stuff. Good to know it's nothing serious. That still has a little bit of gold left in it, but I'm going to go ahead and take them anyway. Where's my sloped conveyors? Did I not buy them? There we go. I need to set this other chest down first. Let's just go right back there. Oh, they flew out of the shaft. No wonder. Well, we're not going to need sloped conveyors for a little while. Holy moly. Yeah, that's a lot of coal here. So what we'll probably do is take this out. Let's go like this. Let's pack that up real quick. I meant to turn it off, not pack it up, though. There we go. That way it's easier for me to put in a filter here. And we filter out coal and diamond. I believe there was a diamond in here. Okay, now that that's there, let's just go one of those. Where's my filter? And yeah, we'll filter the coal and diamond out. There we go. You can buy lids, but I'm not doing enough of craziness right now to need to actually buy a lid, so it's not a huge problem or anything. So now we go up like this. So let's take that. And then we drop, let's see, everything left is going to be all copper, so we need to drop this into an ore crusher. Alright, it needs to go out one more right there. It being sloped like that is perfectly fine. It's not going to hurt anything. So then straight from the crusher right into a blast furnace. We'll just have to curve it around here because you can't place the machines on the rocky terrain like that. Anyway, we still have to manually deal with any of those that come out of the system, but it should be fine. Let me turn this back on. So that should ride its way up the conveyor, get crushed, go straight into a smelter, and just pop ingots right here for now. All of this, we're just going to load it in the box. Yeah, the money is really starting to pour in, so that's good to see. For now, we'll just manually throw the gems in the polisher, since we're getting so few of them. There's no point in increasing the complexity over here. I'm learning that from what I did in the demo to cause a massive nightmare. We're gonna run this through the polisher anyway. Okay, now it polished. I just wasn't running them all the way through. How we looking here? Yeah, the copper output on this kind of blows, actually. Let's go check on our one in the other room way out here. I've probably lost a bunch of copper ingots. They probably fell through the floor. I hope those physics objects, I hope the dev was smart enough to delete them if they go below a certain Y level. Holy moly. Yeah. That's a lot of copper right there. Sweet. And most of those probably aren't going to get polished, but it is what it is. As long as some of them are polished, that's all that matters. Every bit that's polished is just free money. That's pretty much how this game operates, is the more processing steps you go through, the more valuable the ore becomes. But the complexity of the system ratchets up by a lot when you do that. They want us to purchase a rolling mill next. Already. But yeah, you'll notice money is quickly going up now. It's not going to be as huge of a problem anymore. So we're going to do that. We need to roll the iron. So instead of doing this, what we're going to do is just this. Just like that. And then we're going to... Oops, that's not going to work. I need to do that. Alright. So now we'll get our roller polisher here. Alright, and then we can just do this like that, and then we get our other machine over here. Just like so. We're gonna need these to go there first. Alright, and then once these are done, they can just be filtered right off into there. And again, trying to avoid getting too much junk stuck. That's why I'm actually taking the time to manually move all of these. You do have to be careful to not, like, overload this stuff too much. But... yeah. Experimental test items. Yeah. Ingot straightening conveyor. That's interesting. Supports wrench. Don't really need that yet. Sorter basket lids we don't need just yet. Scaffolding, so you can use this to place machines. Okay. That might be very useful to do that. Then there's the rapid auto miner, but it requires a drill bit and doesn't produce gems, so. And bits last for 10 minutes. Okay. So they're fast, but no gems and high maintenance is what I'm getting out of that. Walled conveyors. Those would be pretty nice, actually. A conveyor blocker I don't need. Roller conveyors, however, are probably going to become useful for plates. So we'll go ahead and unlock those. And these are the roller sorters. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our walls. What do we want? Probably scaffolding is going to be useful. Vertical bulk sorter. Don't need that. Honestly, probably use this, I would think. We'll go ahead and unlock it, and then get walled conveyors. And then we'll get the advanced pieces for roller conveyors. I don't feel like I need a hopper just yet. Oh, that's funny. It's just, like, stuck right there. I tell you what, we're gonna go like this, just to make sure they go into the box instead of piling up on the floor. So we really, really don't want that. And those will just get turned to copper plates. We need 40 polished gold ingots, so I need to get a miner on gold, like, ASAP. And polished emeralds. Then we need a lot of iron ingots, so yeah, I need to massively increase my production here. Let's go ahead and get some gold going first, so we at least have that. Coal, gold, all coal, coal, gold. 93% gold. That works for me. And 99% gold. Very nice. Okay. So I need to set up a whole production system here. Oh. We do have to do this. I've tried putting a corner conveyor on there in the demo, and it really did not work well. So I'm not even going to try it. But this does work like that, so... so this... We need to sort for gems. Otherwise, we crush. So I need to go get some sorters and crusher and all that good stuff here. Where we can really do much with this. I need to find out if there's a map, too. That's going to be a big one. Like, I would prefer if you go in there, thing. So here's our emerald. Do we have a diamond yet? From anything? Because if you remember, I got rid of all my diamonds. I should not have gotten rid of all of them. Holy. I forgot about that. Seeing if there's one in here. I do not see any, so... Let's just let it all filter its way into the box. It'll eventually eat through all that. Like, I really hope we get a new box soon. So, multiple boxes would be a huge help. Yeah, you see we got some slag for that because I left some other junk on the conveyor. So... actually don't want to do that. Slag can just go on the belt. And this can be polished. This needs to go over to the gold machine. I forgot to buy all the parts I needed too. Whoops. Let's see, we're over here. Yeah. Because, yeah, I can just hook the sorter, like, right here or something. Probably should have done that. Yeah, you can see I built up quite a lot of money in the process, which is really nice. Ah, diamond. Let's go. That's going to be required. And yeah, I need to get like another system for these. And I should probably move that other copper auto miner, honestly, since we're not really needing much copper at the moment. We already have a blaster. We are going to need... Let's see, it wants a polisher, so we'll go ahead and buy a polisher. And an ore crusher. And another 2 auto miners. Then we're going to need some corner conveyors. We're going to need a couple of sorters. And then a lot of straight conveyor. Where was it? It's over here. Yeah, because you can see it's going to take a lot of conveyor to get this stuff back to the main area here. We're actually going to take that out. We'll put our sorter basket here. And anything that comes out of the sorter basket is going to go straight into one of those. Then it's going to get shot straight up like that. Because then we'll have to weave around over here to get back out. And you can see we can add coal and stuff and gold to that line. And then sort it back out later. So. These are facing the wrong direction. I need to fix that. Pressing Q there. So, all of this will probably just keep up top. That should work. It's not that much crap, so... Yeah, you know what? Let's do this a smarter way. Let's just take this out. We're not even going to sort it yet. We're just going to go just like this. Then I will need that thing to get rid of the support beams now. So. Let's set this just over here for now. I just have to remember it's there. Alright, what can we get as far as miners? We can add some coal and stuff to it here. Because I would like to increase production like as much as possible. And then we can add this one because it's almost pure gold. So... And what we'll do is we'll come out like this so I can crank these right onto that line once I get more miners. Like, I'm trying to think in terms of future-proofing the build here. So I don't have to rebuild it as much as I did in the demo. Because if you saw what I did in the demo, it was really, really a mess. And I would like to avoid that. I do wish there was an item, though, that would let you get rid of, like, stalactites and stalagmites in the world. That would be awesome. And just make use of the slope conveyor there. We don't actually need to sort any of this. Alright. So yeah, that will come up here. It will just fly out onto this belt. And then we'll collect from this belt. So what we'll have to do is just drop down on our way here. So just like that. That's all we gotta do. You don't have to do anything fancy here. It should just work. Now, if I get higher throughput, I will have to use the log conveyor there. But that'll be a relatively easy replacement. And this one just produces a ton of coal here. So we can just go like so. And just go ahead and pre-place that for when I get another miner. And now we drop a side conveyor. And this is fine. I'll be able to walk on top of it. It's not a huge problem. Perfect. I do like, though, that they seem to have actually lined up the terrain so that it lines up, like, pretty well with the grid. That's definitely very nice. So what I could do is modify this to allow it all to pop through here. Because let's see, where does this go? It just goes on this line, filters out any iron. So yeah, we would just need to take this line, hop it over this, and filter out gold, and we'll just do our gold processing there, I guess. For the moment. Copper will still be a manual process for now. It's needed in such a small amount that I don't care. So yeah, we can turn this machine off real quick. Let's take this and just modify the setup a little bit here. Just like so. There. And then, yeah, we can just pop this right on up there and straight in. And that saves me a diamond and emerald for sorting right there. So we can turn you back on. So yeah, that will sort the gems. And we do need to start dealing with gems at some point here. I can't just keep chucking them on the ground forever. But for now, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're just gonna throw them on the ground. So. Alright, so now we need to set up a line for gold here. So I'm thinking we could do the gold processing like right over along here, maybe. So let's see, this, I don't know what that gives. I would need to buy a couple more auto miners to find out. Let's do that. Just buy one so I can see what things produce here. Like in future plan this system. That's kind of wild. Whatever that is, I have no idea. Because let's see, this is all iron and coal. So we could certainly put that into this system to increase its throughput. But yeah, and let's see, this will automatically crush our gold, so yeah, we would take like, say, right here-ish and filter for gold. Like so. Yeah, so we take that, we'll filter our gold here. Let's go out just a little bit. Like that, just to make my life that much easier. And then, yeah, these I can just go bam, 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 and just toss it right onto this line. Like, I can just go, like, you know, pretty simple here. Yeah. Because, see, that's not going to work fully because it's going to pop over the corner. So, and again, like I said, with that issue with corners coming out of miners, things get stuck. So, it's not a perfect solution to the problem. Alright, so we're already doing that. We just need to smelt the gold. Just like so. Alright, so that'll give us gold bars. And then we polish our gold bars, and out they go. I need to buy some corner conveyors. So that's really what's holding me up here. And 50 of those. We got plenty of slope conveyors to have more ledges. We should probably get a couple more ledges. We got plenty of sorters. Then we'll buy another auto miner. Auto miner. Oh, I think it automatically gave it to me. I think that's what just happened there. So yeah, then this, we just come around the corner. Bam, 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 and we can just offload them right onto this line, and they'll go straight in the box. And then we need to put crushed gold in the filter here, so we filter it out. And I'll need to process those as well. Let me just go over here, turn on all our machines, and we should be good to go. This may or may not overload the system. Hopefully it doesn't. And let's see here. I just need to make sure this is being sorted before it goes in. Yes, okay. And then the gems are just getting tossed down here. So we could put the gems on the line, like right here, and then sort them out separately, but... And I would need to add a polisher to this line and all of that, so... Or I could drop them in here and then filter them out after. There's lots of ways to do it. For now, this is fine. Alright. Some of those may not get done correctly, but it is what it is. Okay, where's the rest of our system here? So... They need to stop that before it contaminates another line over there. Alright, this should start spatting out polished gold ingots like it wants. That'll clear that out of the way. Nice. Alright, that's another quest out. We'll take our gems over here. We don't need to do any of the diamonds, but I do need to do the emeralds. So... I'm going to keep one emerald just for other purposes. For a sorter. And same with the diamond. I'm going to keep that for sorting. Oh, dang it. There we go. And just store that in the chest. Oh, I broke the lid. Nice. Yep. Gotta love physics-based stuff. Sometimes there is just jank. And there's no way to stop it. Alright, we need to get more goods going. So let's go ahead and do this one. Honestly, I'm struggling more with emeralds, so we'll do this one first. But we'll set it up in a way that can also use all of this. And again, just doing the corner this way so it doesn't interfere with having a corner in front of that. Since that doesn't exactly work all that well. So right here, we probably will just need to use one of these. And this can just go like this. Alright, so what we can do is something like that. And then we can just go... Whoops. T-junction would be ideal here, but... it's not the end of the world. I think I just need to bite the bullet and get a T-junction if I've unlocked it. Let's see. So that would make this a lot easier. It's still locked. Is it in research? I bet you it's in research. Yeah. Straight merge conveyor. 2 research tickets. Yeah. And then the conveyor splitters, routing conveyors. Yeah. Shoot. Crud buckets. Rubies. Polished gold quest. Okay, there's not really much I can do until these gold ingots get done. So for now, we'll do it the jank way. Even that's not gonna work. Frick. Yeah, even that won't work. Well, shoot. That's a problem. Alright, let's rethink this entirely. Because I want to get it onto this. I mean, I could do that and see if it works. What's the worst that could happen? Right? Everything else going there. Gold gets filtered. Iron will get filtered out in this step and put in there, so we're good. Yeah. Okay, in theory, if everything comes out the center, it should kind of work. It looks like it's working just fine. So now we can just go straight out this. Like so. Do a corner turn there. And a turn there, and it will just drop onto this and sort. Alright, and then we need to get one more right here. And that should massively ramp up the emerald production. And get that moving a lot faster. And I believe I got research tickets now. It's the gold quest finished. So let's see what we're looking at next. Red gem. This is shaker table. So let's go ahead and do that one for rubies. We have to buy this first, and then the T-junction conveyor. There we go. So that'll make my life a little bit easier with certain things. So I would like to get the gold running through this as well now. So what we're going to do is hop back here. That should work. Alright, let's double check it. Yeah, that should be fine. I don't think it's going to cause too much of a problem. If it builds up, we'll just have to buy another rolling machine. Once it clears through the backlog, it should work. I don't think it'll be a major problem. Though this is pumping out gold quite fast, actually. And here's more emerald. Dang it, it touched it. I was trying to avoid it. And it didn't quite work out. So we need to go put it through this one and then catch it. Alright. Bit of a bummer that I lost one, but it is what it is at this point. I'd also like to get the copper going into this automatically now. This may become a problem right here, though. So it seems like it's working out, and this is pretty low yield, so I think it might work out alright if we do that. I don't know what that one gives, so let's come out of here like so. Let's go way up in the air to make this easier. And then we can just ditch them right off the side of there, and they'll go through the roller and the polisher. Then we have to deal with this. Like, yeah. Really gonna have to get that shaker table. Probably losing some stuff there, but I'm not going to sort through all that. And I'm sure no one wants to watch me try and sort through all of that. So yeah, you can see it's quite the mess. Alright, that should get rid of most all of it. Alright. there. Alright. And that is becoming a problem because I did stupid things with all that coal. Yeah, you can see it was, wrecking those iron ingots. It was, shredding them, sort of. They had all kinds of dings and chips in them. I've never seen that before. I guess that happens when these hang up really badly. Alright, so let's turn this off right now. That's gonna produce a lot of slag, but whatever. It gets it out of my sight. And that's all that I really care about. Let's see, we can go straight up out of here. We just can't do it directly from there. We're gonna have to go, like, right here, I think. Come on. Still a little finicky with placing certain things, I've noticed. But it's not like the end of the world or anything. We need to get all that coal onto this line right here. Because then that will filter all of that. Yeah, but it's not going to filter the gems. But I don't know how I'm going to deal with that at the moment, so... yeah, we'll just have to live with this for the moment, I guess. Then we'll just pile it all onto that conveyor. Alright, now we can turn this one back on. And yeah, we'll have to filter diamonds out somewhere to start dealing with those, because let's see. This will send all that there, and then, yeah, we need to put a filter, like, right here or something, and filter out our diamonds. And then we can put them into a polishing table, like, right here. It's not like I don't have the money to do it. I have $16,000 at this point. So I'm not really worried about cash. We'll go ahead and pick up a shaker table, a polishing machine, probably another crusher, and a bunch of those. Then we need to pick up a bunch of conveyor. Once I get this, or it's going to start glitching. Corners, slopes, ledges. It's $2,200 worth of conveyor. Let's get some T-junction conveyors. There. Alright, that should, yeah, you can see this is becoming a big old problem right here. Yeah, you can see we have some slashed up slag ingots even. So we are in fact going to need another roller here. Yeah, when you overload this machine, it starts doing that. That's weird. Oh my. Yeah. So if they back up here, it overloads and then it starts slashing your ingots and burning them. Yikes. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll route the gold and off to its own separate plate machine. So let's get another plate machine here real quick so we can fix this before it becomes a problem. Let's go ahead and get a couple of those as well. Okay, I need the plate machine here. So what we'll probably do is something like this. And then just like that, just to ensure that they go in correctly. Alright, so instead of dropping our up here, we'll let it go straight. And then they'll drop down and filter right into this. Because, yeah, these are going to become a bottleneck from the looks of things. A very large bottleneck, in fact. Alright. So we need to get our polishing machine in here. Like so. Notice this seems to be a problem with the chest, is it's really hard to target certain things, so I may just avoid using these. They seem pretty buggy at the moment. So. Alright, that will filter any gems that make their way on this line. Because as of right now, we're only filtering that out. But let's see, gems, where are they going here? Still onto the floor. Okay, we need to fix that. So we need to filter gems down to there instead. There. Ah. Some of those might drop on the floor temporarily, we'll see. Hopefully they don't. It looks like it's going to eject one. Alright, other than that, all of this should come through here. It's going to pop through here. It's going to go out the main line, right into this, which is going to sort it out here. And then we should be good to go. That will definitely finish our emerald quest, so... And more. Okay, now we need to get a shaker table set up to start getting those rubies. Let's place this back down right over here and just let it close. I'm not going to use those right now. They're too, like, glitchy with me trying to pick things out for me to care. Plates and ingots. So I do need to set up some ingots here. So what we'll do right now is just temporarily disconnect this. Yeah, they're not polished, but they should still count because it just wants iron ingot. Alright. And then we'll just reset that once it starts to want more plates. Alright, so things are looking good now. Alright. Let's see, what else can we do here? Some random junk. Yep, and there goes another emerald. I'm going to pull these 2 emeralds real quick. Just for sorters. Because we don't need any emeralds at the moment, so... And I would like to see if I have a diamond sitting anywhere. No diamond there. Ah, perfect. Right on cue. And we'll chuck that right there. Yeah, now this is no longer backing up. It's actually able to keep up properly. Very nice. Just go double check this. Make sure nothing's busted over here. We do have this that I can add in now. This is more gems, so... Not a lot of them, but any amount of gems is more gems. This is a decent amount of diamonds, so I may want to set that up as well here. Alright, let's get it going. The easiest way here is probably to go overhead, just so I can actually stay and actually access things without having to do silly stuff. Alright, let's go over. Like, I will have to pick up that tool to remove the conveyor supports, for sure. Let's see, and then we can just dump it straight onto this conveyor, actually. And it should just work. And I did see another diamond going down the line. I want to try and catch that, if possible. Though it's probably long gone by now. Yeah, you can see we're really building it up now. It's looking very, very nice. Alright, so let's buy that other tool real quick. The support wrench. Oh, we can't quite get it. It's research. Let's see. Support wrench. Unlock. Ingot straightening conveyor. They need to be done for the rod extruder, and it does unlock a rod extruder soon, so we'll go ahead and get that. And we'll go ahead and get sorter basket lids. Rod extruder is $6,000. Ooh. Oh my. That is indeed very, very expensive. Alright. This is the shaker table. And then we're going to need a polishing machine. So we need to take all of our coal and not crush our coal. So what we're going to do is we're going to filter coal out this now. Like that. And then when it gets like over here or something, we'll filter our coal out. I wish you could just replace these with what you want. It would be very, very helpful. Wait until we get at least a sort of light section here. Now. And I messed up. We're going to cause a major freaking problem here. There. Alright. Okay. And we're going to sort coal here. So let's figure out a good way to do this. Because that's just going to wreak havoc. Yeah, this is where the chaos begins. I need to get over there and get that wrench, like, now. Where did my supports wrench go? Alright. Give me that supports wrench. I need it right this second. Because this is about to be a total nightmare. Let's kill that support. Let's kill this support as well. Yeah, I'm about to have a major crisis here. We're gonna have to go out one more here. As the longer I spend on this, the more junk I'm dumping on the ground in random places. So at least get it to where it's dumping all this junk out somewhere useful and not on the floor. Yeah. Oh boy. That's not good. This is not going to work right here. And we'll just manually feed it in, because that's really all I can do. Okay, yeah. And let's clean up the rest of the floor here. Grab whatever that was. Alright, yeah, that's filtering all the coal up and around. Alright, I think we've averted the crisis here. I just want to double check. Hey, diamond. And then we'll implement the shaker table here shortly. I don't know where all that's gonna go, but Kinda don't care at the moment. Hello. Yeah, I will definitely do that. You got me there. I have not drank anything since I started streaming. Yeah. Hmm. I do like the progress I'm making so far. Yeah, doing that right now, actually. Oh no. Yeah. Oh yeah. The rebuild, as you can see, is coming along a lot less chaotic so far. Like, I'm doing more, like, localized sorting and stuff, so it's working out a lot better. I'm about to implement the shaker table here. I just got the coal pouring down right there for the moment until I can get that implemented. These actually have to go up higher. Okay. Alright. And then they just pop out the bottom. Nice. Oh, here we go. And this should start getting rubies. Oh, as soon as it'll let me place it there. And then we'll add another polishing machine, like, right in here, probably. Can't quite put it there. Oh, we'll put it there instead. Yeah. Alright, this should in theory work, no? All the coal funnels onto the main line right there, gets sorted out down there. And so now most all the coal we get should go right in here. In theory, we'll get some rubies out of it. Eventually. Okay, and we need a rod extruder. Let's see, $6,000. All right. Rod extruder. Then it wants iron rods. So we need to reroute iron ingots. Where are we making iron ingots? I think right here. Right. Extrudes ingots. We're gonna need an ingot straightening conveyor. So where are the ingot straighteners? There we go. Put that there. There's our ingot straightening conveyor. Simple for straightening ingots. Apparently these have to be aligned. Which I did notice that. You cannot let ingots build up here, I've noticed now. It didn't seem to be a problem in the demo, but it's a problem here. I noticed I got a bunch of scratched up ingots if I let them build up here. So that was kind of funny. Expected result, I guess. We'll run around and get rid of all these supports that are making my life miserable. Those two are fine. I don't even want to know what the copper room looks like because I haven't checked the copper ingot room in a long time. Oh, I bet it's a mess right now. Because I set up a machine in there to do copper ingots a long time ago and have not checked it since then. Maybe a problem soon. Let's go double check here. Clear all of this out so I can walk through here easier. Yeah, this thing is very nice to have, I've noticed. Especially for stuff like this. Alright, the rest of it should be okay. Let's see, are we pushing stuff out over here? Yes, we are. I haven't broken open most of the dynamite areas yet. Just making sure these are all on. That one definitely is, because there's junk on the line. Alright, let's go check the copper real quick. I see another one I want to get rid of right there, actually. And then a couple right there. That one might interfere with something. Much better. Yeah, that is so much easier. Now, we've already gotten 2 rubies, apparently. That's nice. So it shouldn't take me too long to do those. Like, it's cutting a lot of profit from coal, but I am still getting some, at least. Alright, something tells me this is gonna look horrible in here. Holy moly. Yeah, when I said this was going to be crazy, I was not kidding, as you can see. Oh my. I cannot see anything. Let's see, what would be the easiest way to get all of this around? That's a good question. Uh-oh. Boy. Alright, I need to find where I sorted copper ingots at. Somewhere. I think right up here. Okay, it doesn't look like it's stuck, so that's good. It's just a lot of crap. Yeah. It's probably going to take a couple of trips to get it all figured out. Like, I'm losing most of it on the way. I'm just gonna pile it up over there. So I'd prefer that it doesn't cause too big of a backup. Now that's a mess. Already. I should probably turn that machine off, honestly. I don't think I need this many of these right now. Okay, that... Yep, I got another one stuck right there. Where are you going? What is this ingot doing? Yeah, you can see it's stuck in there really hard now. Oh my. That is just not going to go. That probably doesn't help right there. I wonder if I need an ingot straightener right there, too. I may need an ingot straightening conveyor. For that. So, yeah, let's go turn off that machine in the mine, just so that doesn't happen again. Plus, I can repurpose all that stuff. Because I don't need copper right now. And yeah, you can see it's already built up a total nightmare over here. That should help some. I'm surprised that was not lagging the game. Honestly. Kind of would have expected that level of silliness to cause at least a little bit of lag. Very nice. There's our rubies. There's 2 quests available. Let's go ahead and start them. Probably for more polished gems. And... expert plater. So we are going to need copper plates now. Go figure. But, we should be getting some copper plates, though. From, this right here. So I'm not too worried about it at the moment. I'm gonna have to buy a whole bunch of conveyor to get the rest of that up and running. Alright. So our ingot production is right here. So what I may do is pull that out this way and use this right here. Let's see. This is the rod extruder. Yeah, that's a big boy machine. Okay. Hmm. Yikes. Well then. Hmm. Yeah, and let's see. That also does gems. So what I may do is filter right here. Like this. We'll drop our ingots back over here, or we could filter ingots out there, actually. That might be easier to do. So yeah, we'll take our polished ingots, we'll filter them out right here. Oh, well, that's annoying. Shoot, I can't put the basket in there. Ah, frick. Let's see. Like to get those out of here. Okay. So, we're going to need a filter over here then. Alright, and then any of the others will just go into the rolling machine. So that's gonna become a problem. Yeah, it's quickly becoming a mess here. Alright. So now we need to get our ingots from that side and somehow get them out and around here. Let's get rid of that. Alright, now we can put in our straightening conveyor. Where is our big old machine at? Did I leave it over there? Yes, I did. Okay, and this comes out as that, but I'm gonna try and tie it into one of these. I don't know if it'll work. Yeah, it seems to work. Alright. And then they roll straight down that, and off to their demise. Perfect. We'll just manually grab this garbage pile and put it in there. Oh yeah, look at all the gold plates building up. That's a lot right there. And it's because of that. Just need to get rid of our supports. Let's see, this, yeah, we're still getting the occasional copper ingot through there, so I just need to route the copper ingots probably straight onto this belt, and then figure out how to get them to a roller down over where here, because this is gold right there. So we don't want it in that roller. We want them in this roller right here, actually. Or we can just do a separate roller. I may just do a separate roller. I don't see any easy way to get that in there. So let's do a rolling mill, and then, yeah. So what we'll do is just something like this for now. Never mind. We're gonna need to buy some scaffold, I think. Wow, those are expensive. Expensive but necessary purchase here. Otherwise, there's not really much I can do. Yeah, because see, they're just piling up right here on top of this right now. Which is very much not ideal. Alright, now we should be able to put our rolling thing onto there. And then just throw them off the side, and they should work. Hopefully. Okay, can we remove these supports? No. Okay. Good, I think we have somewhat of a well-oiled machine here. The rubies are not being polished, I'm noticing. Is there a reason for that? Is there a separate ruby polisher? Comes dirty if raw ores pass through them. That might be why it's not working. Because we're passing a ton of raw ores through it. Yeah. Alright. I see what's going on here. They're ratcheting up the complexity again, are we? Okay. We need sorters. There. Alright, that should work long enough for me to replace it right here. There. Alright, now we replace our polishing machine. Yeah, now you can see it's a lot better looking. I did not know that. Yeah, no, that's looking much better. Okay, the plates are in fact making their way in there, which is good. So I need to watch out for these then. Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely something I did not have to worry about last time. And we're saving these for filtering purposes. That's why I kept those throwing off to the side right there. And I think we got a pretty well-oiled machine going here so far. And then they also want copper rods on top of copper plates. So we are going to have to set up a copper system next time. I think I'm probably going to go ahead and call it a night here, because I have some other stuff I got to do in a bit before I get to bed. But yeah, really good progress so far. And I'm thinking I'm going to do like you mentioned last time when I was playing the demo, that this is mostly going to be a logistics area later on. I think that's a really good idea. Probably build up a ton of money, I figure. Like, do as much as I can until it gets unmanageable, build up a ton of money, and then just go and wipe every single thing out, you know what I mean? And then just rebuild it all. I think it's probably going to be the way to go before this gets, like, too unmanageable. Like, it all works right now. It's fine. It's a pretty well-oiled machine at the moment. Nothing is going wrong here. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be ukulele. If I finish off like the final boss tomorrow in ukulele, I'll probably play more of this the day after. If not, it'll be another day of ukulele. And I will go back and try and 100% ukulele at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do it right away when I finish the final boss or not, but it's there in case I want to, you know? Which I will do it eventually. I'm going to go ahead and mine this out real quick. Why not? I'm up here. I wanted to see what was up here before I stopped. Let's just go over here and put our gems down. Because I do want to save these for filters still. That way I have a nice collection of them. Get out of there, you silly thing. Alright. There we go. Alright, problem solved. So yeah, I will see everybody tomorrow. I don't know if I'll stream at 12 Pacific like I was going to. Depends on if I accidentally fall asleep again. So if I don't, I'll do ukulele in the evening around the same time I started this. We'll see what happens. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I will see you tomorrow and have a great rest of your night. All right, bye everyone. Let's see here. All right. And then I'll get this up on YouTube later tonight before I go to bed. And then I have to wait on it to finish the checks now before you set it to public. So it'll probably be public. I'll set it to public tomorrow morning if you want to catch up on the parts you might have missed. Because it'll take YouTube hours to process it. So this is what it is nowadays. They want you to wait on it to finish checks before you set your video public. So, alright, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye. Go get what I need to do done and then get some sleep.